What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and I'm getting used to this new camera setup that we have here. And I have like multiple cameras, multiple mounts set up in the truck, and everything's controlled here on an iPad. It's insane. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on with California. As I saw this interview with Zeldin, it's only about a minute. It's a minute clip, not very long. But he was talking about what people needed, and the fact that California just getting caught with this today. I don't know if you saw this, the kill switches being found in the solar farm, almost like a hidden software that's just sitting there. And this is one of the big risks, or why Huawei was banned tech-wise a couple years ago. Handsets, network equipment, all of that stuff got banned because of the same risk. They didn't see anything, but they just knew that it was a risk. And now we're seeing it in the solar farms in California. Now, the interesting part here is, if this happened in California, I'll give you an example. If China was able to throw that kill switch, for example, California, which is supposed to be what, the 6th largest economy in the world, they like to tote that all the time, right? They would instantly crash. They would lose a ton of their baseload power because they use so much solar and wind energy. And when you're focused so much on that, you're kind of screwed. So we have that. And we have, and which I've talked about already. I've already discussed this in terms of what the Trump administration is possibly doing with Gavin Newsom, trying to negotiate a deal so that they don't have to go through court or waste time, and, make Gavin Newsom feel like he has some sort of a little bit of a win, and maybe they don't cry so much about it in public. But I feel like it's going to be a win, at least on the Republican side, no matter what. If they don't get this stuff done, or deals don't get done, and when it comes in terms of energy, especially where the governor just signed this thing, if you have PG&E, I don't know the other 2 power companies, but there's 3 power companies, and they effectively got the governor to sign on to allowing them to charge residents in California like $265 a year, and it's spread out, so it's like $20-something a month, but it's an instant sign of a $20 plus increase on your electric bill. That's that's ridiculous. That is absolutely, positively ridiculous and not needed. But here we are. And I'm hoping, above all hope, that the president, if they don't get some kind of deal done in the next, I don't know, day or 2, just says F it and tells Newsom to go stick it, go pound sand, because we're literally just wasting time, and manufacturers are waiting for this information to be able to build the cars they're going to build in the next 18 months to 2 years. Like, I can tell you, for example, Stellantis is literally waiting on permanent emissions guidance so they know what they can do, what they can build, and you all know what they want to build. They want to Hellcat everything, and I'm here for it. But president's got to get this stuff done, man. He's got to sign these congressional review acts and get this stuff done. There's no wiggle room here in it. But without further ado, let me roll this clip from Zeldin, this interview that he did, so you can see what he was talking about, especially in terms of coal power coming back, which that could happen in California as well, increasing the overall base load power for the state.
Started during the Obama administration. It was called Clean Power Plan 1.0. The Supreme Court said that you couldn't do it. It was overturned. The first Trump administration took action, and then we saw Biden come in, and the Biden EPA ended up going even further than the Obama administration did to try to get rid of the coal industry altogether, where there are all sorts of states that desperately rely on it. Economically, it's jobs, it's source of power. There are Democrats who say, they talk about wind which is the intermittent source, as if it's a substitute for baseload power. It's not. We need more baseload power. So President Trump says we're going to unleash energy dominance in America. President Trump says that we're going to make America the AI capital of the world. President Trump says that at the Trump EPA, we're going to be doing everything in our power to make it easier to afford to purchase a vehicle, to make it easier to be able to heat your home. So we're going to fulfill our mission. We are going to protect human health and the environment while also powering the great American comeback.
So there you have it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you feel about, how do you feel about this backroom dealing crap that's going on right now when it comes to the Congressional Review Act? I kind of personally, if you want me to be honest, I kind of personally feel like the president should just sign it, right? Just sign the bill, get it signed, and tell California to go pound sand. Let California eat a massive bag of dicks for now. And the reason why I say that is I know it's, you know, look, we all have friends and family that live there, and we don't want to see people get screwed. I know. But the issue comes into how long are you going to let things go, right? Like, are you just going to consistently let this crap happen, or are you going to say, okay, enough is enough. We don't need this crap. We don't need them doing this. And, you know, look, I look at it like this in terms of the president, right? If he tried to take his time to negotiate a deal and they don't want to negotiate a deal, stop talking to him. Just sign the friggin' things into law, tell them to pound sand, make them take you to court, and get done with it. So we know Lee Zeldin was at around the White House today, did interviews and stuff in that area, and will be at the White House, I believe, tomorrow too. So hopefully we get news on those Congressional Review Acts and he signs them. I'm just beyond at this point when it comes to this, man. We do have that Tesla giveaway going on right now. If you're interested in a Tesla car that you would never have to pay to charge, if you're interested in that, we have one of those up on the channel for a giveaway, Model S P100D. I did a video on it. It's rules are very simple. Not a whole long drawn out thing of, you know, you got to go over and slap your neighbor and then go down the street and find a maple leaf and mail it to somewhere in Kent. No. This is simple. You go to tksgarage.com, or if you see any of the merch under this video, you can click on it, which will take you to the site. And then every dollar spent at tksgarage.com counts as an entry. It's that simple. We'll go ahead and pick one person. We'll just go in, and it's a sweepstakes company that we have doing it. It's not something that I'm doing. It's going to be conducted by a third party. So unlike a lot of different giveaways and stuff you see on the internet, I'm just not a fan of looking like there's any impropriety or whatever to it. I'd rather just have another company that's bonded, insured, all of that stuff, doing that, and we'll take it. And then, you know, we'll get the winner and contact the winner and fly them out and maybe have dinner or do something with them out here in Vegas and get them all suited and booted in their brand new Tesla. So if that's interesting to you, go over to tksgarage.com and pick something up. But with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I wanted to test out the new camera rigs in the truck. I think it's going to work out good for me. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.